Good morning. Here we are. First week of January and me working anyway. Back online. Hope everyone can hear me. So, I want everyone to remember this is a collective growth one on another for the group of whoever we give messages to. Does that means they're still for you, but in the level of consciousness, it can help support whoever else it might ring a bell for. All right. So I hope everyone's doing well. I always think January with all the ones and the 11s. It's a time to look at yourself and where aren't you loving yourself? And about friendships and where are you not being the good friend? And then you can learn to be the friend to yourself and have the whole process expand in loving yourself more. So make sure you're taking a few moments to think about that. You might be surprised. It's be different than last year. You've grown more. Your consciousness has grown. And where you sit with everything is in continual motion. And that's how we want it to be. So let's call in our canvas, shall we call it? And invite all the angels on very many different levels and the ascended beings. And we chose to add the word deities on Monday. And anything of a very high expression of light to come forward. All right. So we have some people here already this morning. So I want to welcome Rita and Carrie, the world traveler. And of course, good morning, Carol, Jen T, Christina. Jen T has a question here. Oh, it jumped on me. Let me see. Okay, Kay Scarborough, Barbara Ward. So, Jen, I want to say to you, my response to this is, it all depends on you and on them. If I were you, I would have a real positive awareness and not question it. Love is always great for additional people to come into your home. And if that doesn't work, then you must look inside yourself and where is that loving place of you not enough that your aunt might be mirroring to you. But for you, I'm going to hold that this is a huge loving growth for everyone. Your family needs to understand about love too, unconditionally, without attachments and how most of us were taught about love when we were little. So I see this for you as a great opportunity, not only in your own journey, but in your family's journey to grow, because the greatest core truth of all things is that love is the magic of God's love and energy. So I want you to take a minute and sit with yourself and call whatever God is for you in and ask for him to support you in being the greatest love you can in this moment. And don't see it as a transition. See it as it always was. You're finally filling in the empty spaces. And I hope that works for you. I'm sure it will. Just remember, it's all about love. Okay. So a few more people have joined. Good morning, Suzanne. And Prime 3. Rita, good morning. All right. So let's go back to the beginning and let's get started. And Jen, you can let me know if that makes sense to you. All right, Rita, do I have an angel message for you? Well, let's see who's coming. I have an angel coming with lilac wings that always says to me immediately of the lilacs in the field. I don't know if you've ever been to a lavender farm, but it's absolutely wonderful. But that there's an ease and release. So, as I address this angel to what is that message that she brings for you today? Let me see. I want to say I see like three birds, and they're white birds, so we'll assume that they are doves. And if I look down on their little feet, there is a message. You know how they wrap it around. So I'm going to take those messages off, and the three birds will fly. And they say it's for a celebration. A celebration, my friend, of you. And I give you these three messages, I want to explain that on each one of these pages, there is one word. The couple may have a little bit written about it, but the words are trust, courageous, and believe. So, your message today is to take each one of those words, take like one a day, and then start over again. And you can even write it down. What is it about trust for you? Do you trust? Who don't you trust? Who do you trust? I want you to give it the entire examination you can of how, over the journey of your life, trust has become for you. And as you do that, and then we'll say in 4 days you look back at trust, what it's going to do is begin to transform and shift however it began. So, write again on that day, 4 days later, how do you begin to feel about trust? And these beautiful doves tell me they're going to continue to fly with you for 30 days over your head, working with you. And their wings are the easy release. So on the second day, courage. How and what do you feel about your courageous experience of life? And how would that look if it isn't there? And the same with believing. Do you know it is written for those who believe there's no proof necessary. But for those who don't believe, there's none possible. So for those of you who talk to friends and feel like you're talking to a blank wall, well, you are. It is experience of life that brings belief and faith. So what you're going to find is how you yourself feel, and then how for you to express if it's believing by demonstration into the world, so more will believe from meeting you. You know, when God asks for us to be helpers and to help people open up their hearts, well, how does He mean for us to do that? He means to become it. When you're one who walks with just, let's take your three words that came: trust, courage, and believing. Think of a person who doesn't know you coming up upon you and feeling that radiate to them. So if you're one who knows you're meant here to be here to help God, get to know you. And as you look at that and embrace it and love it, it will begin to transform even more and touch other people. So many blessings to you, Rita. What a wonderful message, not only for you, but for a lot who choose to grasp it. Beautiful. And we'll give great thanks to those white doves for coming today. Thank you. All right, Carrie. Let's see what's coming for you. I'm wondering as it's not so much an angel, but it's a thought of an old tale. And I see the being, his name's not coming to me, that he was a traveler around. I can't for sure say it was the world, I'm not remembering. But in one land, he'd be really tall, and another land, he would be tiny, and another land, he would just fit. And they're giving me this message for you. And again, like the message from before. So, who are you, Carrie? And what is it you want to demonstrate into the world? Remember how I opened today? And let's open the canvas. Within the second chakra, yes, in third dimension, it's emotions and friendships. But when your consciousness grows and it raises up, that consciousness of that chakra raises up into creative. And you are given a canvas to create who you are, what there is about you, where you're going, how you perceive where you've been. So, I hope I haven't gotten confusing, but your message here today from this being who lived this tale, live what you want it to be, live how you want it to look, love how you want to experience love. The word choice has been gone in many lives for a very long time. And today's a day for you, Carrie, that you are given choice on how you breathe, move, laugh, cry, all these things, and let it be from within you. Many blessings. All right, we're starting to get a humming going here. Who are all of you here on this call with me? Well, at the core, you're a child of God. We do all know that. But what have you taken and created with it? That's the question. So, good morning, Carol. I like your little lavender, at least from where I am. Maybe they're purple hearts. So, Jen T, let me see. Did you respond to me before I go on? She's saying that's what she needed to hear. Yes, great. So I'm going to just surrender and bring in your message. Very good. And to all of you, thank you for coming to my channel and wanting to hear through a lot of different levels what God wishes for you. All right. So I see an angel of a crisp blue wings. And this is very meaningful to even me today, for my grandson was born with brilliant blue eyes. And he has noticed that they've turned a little like gray. So I was looking it up. Well, why do eyes colors change? And right now, this angel's wings are that bright blue, like the depth of the clear ocean. If you look down, you can see everything. So, our challenge for us as participants upon the world is to find a way to maintain not only that clarity within ourselves, but that clarity within the world. And how does it become darkened? Is perhaps emotional issues, physical issues, things in that lower personality body that aren't addressed. So if you're wondering, how do I get more clarity? It is by loving that which isn't putting a smile on your face. I think that's the most loving way to say it. If you're not up and smiling today and having just a wonderful experience, then let the God and Mother, Father within your heart support you by beginning to radiate love through you and transforming that whichever's there. So I hope this somehow makes sense to you, Jen, and to everyone in the group. I want you to learn the word choice. You are at choice on how every day evolves. There is no blame. There is, oh no, well, they didn't know. You choose how you live today. Many blessings. Okay, Christina. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't. All right. Good morning to you. I'm wondering, is it cold and snowy there? I guess maybe in the Albania it is. I don't know. But if it is, I hope you're warm and doing well. All right, Christina, let's see what's coming for you. All right. Oh, and she swifts her way up, and there's a lot of breeze as she comes, and she has white wings. Yes. She almost feels of the energy of a fairy godmother. There's so much light, illumination, and harmony. And today your message is about harmony. Now, we can think of harmony as a sound of a frequency of music, or we can think of it as if there's four people, the harmony that the energies of those four people make in how they respond to each other. And I think that's the one she's wanting to bring to you is the harmony in life. The harmony in life. And it is true, there is a note or a mantra that you may choose to create this. And I've learned this from Mongolian people that when they attempt to help their little ones go to sleep, they have a very deep, deep sound that they chant, I guess you could call it, to the baby so that it goes into a very deep sleep of the energy of the family. So we're learning a lot today about ourselves and about the family which we live in. So I want you to think about those who are closest to you, Christina, and let your body bring forth a sound or two words that mba, whatever it's going to be. Maybe it's ma. And as you were to repeat that, it's going to bring you into a harmony first within the collective consciousness of yourself, but then with the collective consciousness of those who are close to you. And maybe ma is the message for you here. Ma. Yetibihishana. Ma. Yes, just all think of that. Ma. What that does is kind of eliminate the ego I and taps us into I am. Ma. 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 So that would mean in a group consciousness, you are all coming together from each of your own I ams, which would be a great harmony. So I hope you enjoy your message. Let's see how you do with that. All of you. Many blessings, Christina. All right. Here we go. Okay, Scarborough. Well, good morning. How are you? So let me reach out here. Okay. And see who's coming here for you. And it's someone from the back. Ah, Osha. Nebo Bosho. Ah. So I'm seeing the Master El Morey, and we'll be appreciative and grateful for him coming into our doorway here. For he is of Ray 1, which is like a cobalt blue along with Hercules. And his message is about the decision to do. And as he brings you that message, he wants to root you deeply into and beyond into the center of the earth. For there are a lot to do's around you, choices to be made, decisions. And he wants you to reach deep into that center place and follow your heart. You're putting too many off, not really looking at them. Oh, well, later. Well, later begins to bring upon other energy of creation within you that's stress. So it's not like sit down and I want you to first sit down and get yourself rooted. Call in the cobalt blue ray 1 light and feel that energy touch you, whirl through you, the willingness to do. For that is the first thing that must shift. You must become willing. And you may say to me, oh, well, the ramifications of my decision. And I will say to you, when you make a decision that is for the greatest love of you, there are none. And I will repeat that. When you make a decision with the understanding that it is loving to you, there will be no ramifications that you need to be concerned about. Oh, well, what about other people? We must understand that people meet us to feel something different, to have to look at something different. It is how the earth plane and human beings are being created. There are no mistakes. There are purposeful moments for us to grow and to learn from. So take away that misperception, shall we say. Follow your heart. Do what feels full and loving and honoring within you, and what goes and reaches out into the world from your love will be loving. We cannot guarantee you they'll be seen that way, but it will work its way through. You must trust. So, many blessings to you, Kay Scarborough. I hope that helps you with wherever it is you are. Many blessings. Well, it's a powerful day. I hope you can feel that. So, Barbara Ward, dear friend, good morning to you. So, it is an interesting view I see. I see a kung fu teacher, not a warrior, a teacher. And in that, and I don't know if they're the ones, there are wands that he holds, much like the tarot would have wands. And he too is making clear there is no violence in his use, whether it be his arms, his feet, or his arms, or his wands. There is a focus and a steadiness on truth. I think the human kind has a lack of honing in to make this crisp focus. So, Barbara, he's coming here today to say to you to become aware of the movement, first of only your arms, and then maybe your body. He's not going to give you a have to way of the technique, but a way to become aware. Does it feel different to hold your hands up to the heavens? And then how does it feel to hold your hands down into the earth? They are very different. So perhaps it's awakening your sensitivity, your kinetic ability, which comes within the root chakra. Yes. And when you move out from your heart, mine moves and I don't know where it ends. But what is it for you, my friend Barbara? Or for any of the rest of you? And do you say to me, I don't feel that? That's good. Keep doing it until you do. And let it grow. Everyone must begin somewhere. You began when that first cry emerged from the human and the spirit of who you are, and your body was attempting to merge. This is only going to encourage them to become, as our other word today is harmony, in union. Yes. Hasha. Then you can begin to see some of the ancients, those from our past, who mesmerize us, but it is in their focus of all of their being, the aura, the physical, that which is unspoken. Yes. So let's all be grateful and feel blessed for this opportunity to begin today to take our awareness of our consciousness from such a, oh, I just live and it's just humanity and oh, whatever it is, to finite awareness of every cell, of every thought, and where you hold it and how you see it and how you feel it. Many blessings, Barbara Ward. Quite powerful today. Suzanne, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. So, let's see what message there is for you today. I see an angel that comes forward, and she has a very light pink wings. But she has a beautiful golden instrument. Not one I've seen. It is big, and it's not like it's a width or dimension that's congruent. This much would be thin, and then it becomes wide. And then there is a piece in the middle that it spins upon. And then there is a tool with a leather packing. That is what you would spin it with. And then you will hear. Yes. Quite unique. Never seen it before. So let me make one hit with it to see, and you can all feel and perhaps all experience it a different way. But for Suzanne, take note. What am I going to hit it upon is the circle that's being held on the piece. Ready? Now it is from the spinning that the sound emerges. not from the hitting. The hitting gives it the force, velocity. So it is about movement. Yes, radiating, intensifying, quieting. We're being taught so many things today. It's beautiful. So as you sit with this, ask it to speak to you. Ask God to show you what is the true message. One, there's so much more yet to learn. And all these things are parts of you, each of you. Feel the peace, the movement of the circles moving around you, clearing. Yes. This gift comes from the Indian. Mm-hmm. Blessings, Suzanne. All right. Woo! A lot of energy. Prime 3, good morning. How are you today? Working hard, I assume. So we appreciate you coming by. All right. Message for Prime 3. The angel that comes has yellow rose wings. Interesting. They're about thought. They're wanting to offer you a gift about thought. Mother TheoSophia. How no. Oh no, no. Thoughts move in the wind. As humans, we don't think of it that. Yeah. Native energy understands that. So, no matter who you are today, there is a part of you that remembers that the light and love of the truth of who you are moves in the wind. Babaji comes to stand next to me, and the way he moves and speaks is through the wind. If you hear the rustles of the leaves, And you know He is speaking to you intimately within your soul. So, how do you recognize this? How do you awaken to the finesse of how this occurs in, through, and around each of you? And for you, Prime 3, innately. There is a moment that must come where you let all else in your world not go away, but become at peace. And you must listen for the wind, and you will know if it's from the trees. Master Babaji, an old teacher, a new teacher. And you'll be able to grasp on the feeling of the note and how it sings and how it moves and cherishes you. What is the message? If now I have my canvas in front of me, it begins to take color and paint an image. I'm trying today to open another whole living reality for each of you, that there is just so much more beyond that which you hold yourself here in. Is this the gift of sound? And I will say to you, too limiting. It's the gift of being alive, of life, of movement. Yes, I can say frequency. And that would immediately take a part of you into music, and it's a different place. I want to bring you here into the innate piece of you and the whispering of the wind, the whispering of the movement. So when you go to a creek and you can hear the water moving over the rocks, over the bed of water, what is it saying? There are many languages to understand and to learn. And when you begin to open your heart to know and be willing to engulf yourself within all of them, there is more. More love, more understanding, more union. So I'm going on and on. So, Prime 3, I lay this in front of you. Many blessings. All right. Hmm. Pulling on me. All right. Very good now. All right. Rita. Oh, my. Rita. When your angel approaches me, she shows me like 6, 7. It just keeps increasing images around you and indecision. I would say you're not alone. I think human consciousness has learned to live from indecision, much how earlier El Morey came, the will to do. And perhaps not most people really understand what that means. Will is in your back chakras, usually living from the individual's will, like what Rita wants, how Rita wants it to look. See? And I believe, Rita, you're being asked to surrender that and become willing to perceive the river that flows in front of you without control. Humanity feels they need control to survive, and hear it is ego. When you need control, to survive. That is the desire of the ego that wants to be your survivalist. So when will can become surrendered, God, show me, help me, guide me along my way. I don't mean like, oh, that's a good idea. I mean, really. You will feel your root not have a bottom. That means you will be sitting deeper than you've ever known. And what you see before you that comes as your answer may be foreign to you. But it doesn't matter because it's your choice. There is always choice. And I will repeat it. There is always choice. And one more time. There is always choice. You must decipher, where do these come from? Do they come from God? Do they come from ego or others? Quotation marks. Your heart knows. The heart that holds Mother, Father, God deep within them. And if that isn't so, then bring them in. Bring them down in to become part of who you are. Become friends. Become union. Become family. And then you will know. Perhaps it's a day, a step forward you can do. Perhaps by next week, another step. There is no quickness or lag in following the truth. It is as it shows itself. So there is a lot to let go, a lot to hush the quietness of who is truth. There is a lot to pull away. So it is very quiet and at peace today. Many blessings. Another twister. Oh, let's see who's next. Sayaka. Good morning. I will see about a message for you. Let me see. I see Prime 3 left something. Oh, that's him giving his beautiful virtual hugs. All right, let me move you up here. Oops, almost got you there and it jumped. All right, Sayaka. All right, Sayaka. There is like 5 angels, all in white, coming down and creating a formation. And at the bottom of their feet, you can see fairies. Fairies of white. The interesting thing is that this isn't around you. It is being shown to you. So that can only have me interpret that this message is yet to be lived. This message is not in complete reach at this moment, perhaps in the next. So what is it about? What is the message of these 5 angels? So in a moment, as we ask, there is a 5-pointed star that creates itself in illuminating light. 5-pointed star. And whatever that means to you, Sayaka, that in itself has many definitions and many understandings. But what is their message here for you? It is honor. In the loving process of self, this one offers you to honor you and the light. together. Hatabahakia tebeshin anamo. Hoshabahatia tababa. Hadanane yeta papa shanane. Hoshanakia te papa posha. And the little fairies are spinning, creating an energetic quickness of this image. So that then the five-pointed star begins to lift up and rights itself and spins. Honor. Now we know what the badge of honor means, for here it is. Curious to me if you reach out for it, how that feels, what it does, for each of you, actually. Well, we shall see. For me, I lower my head in honor to the wisdom held within the movement of the star points to reflect an understanding of me. But this is for each of you to define, specifically for you, Siaka. But we'll be grateful for this gift brought to you, this five-pointed star, a badge of honor. Many blessings. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Scarborough, did we not do that? Let me look. Yep, I guess you hadn't asked for it yet, but I'm glad we already did that. We did prime 3. Jen T's response, and we are at Delma. Why do you keep seeing the number 617? It's also my address. Well, to me, that would be something more of a psychic would tell you. I do more of working with not so much from a psychic realm, but from a higher realm of love and becoming more truth. And the only thing I can say to you about that is it is a 5. And the 7, the 6, 13, no, yeah, 14, 1 to 4 is a 5. So that's saying to you, you need to express yourself and have a better communication with your outer self, your outer world. But that's where I'm at. I don't go to a psychic level to see what else that might mean. So 5 is what I'm getting for you. But let me give you a message from the angels. Okay, I'm seeing Mother Teresa here. And I know that seems a little strange after what we just discussed. But she is of that giving spirit. Often I speak of her and actually see her, for no matter what was said to her or done, she held her truth of giving, of helping people without no intention of harm, of course, So that's quite a message for you, Dilma. And she's just reaching out her hand, whatever that may mean to you. Yes, another thing to figure out. Except this one, I would sit within your heart and call Mother Teresa in and maybe touch her hand and see what comes to you. Who knows? Maybe it is communion with other people. Many blessings. Chase, good morning. You are late. Yes, relatives can do that, can't they? All right. Yes, let's see what the message is for you. All right. There is a great black steed coming forward here, a horse. And he is grand that he is a uh, guardian. I believe you're an overseer of this place, and where you have done that before would be Sirius, and this was your steed. So you have a great awareness of all the protectors in the consciousness of the universe. And he's almost like welcoming you to remember sitting upon his back. And that's a different energy of consciousness for you where you are in this human world now. So it isn't to go back there, but it is to remember to have it become a part of you here, and however that may choose to look and what you do. Breathe with it. It will take a moment, for it is very high energy, and you are very highly thought of. And let that come and be a part of you. Maybe say, well, maybe 10% today or 20% today. Maybe you can do all of it. But I believe it will spawn changes for you that you've been looking for. So many blessings to you, Chase. Glad you made it here today. Okay, Marta. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, everybody, please do. Hit the like button. So, Marta, let's see what's coming for you, and it is a belated present. So, this is a soft mint green winged being. So, it must have some healing to do with it, but it is a belated present. It's a little late. And I wonder what that has been saying inside of you of whatever that before energy's been. So it is a present that's about 12 inches square, and it has a deep green ribbon on it. And they're giving it to you. Yeah. And I feel hesitation. And perhaps it's deserving. So I want you to take a moment and unzip that whichever keeps you small and step out of it. We'll do it a couple times. And open the box. And within it lies a clear glass in the heart shape with a beautiful pink rose within it. It will last forever. So it is a reminder of the love you hold. There is a twin image of this within your heart. This one you can sit in your home and remind yourself of the love you are. You know, I think in humanity we all forget. It's part of the journey to slowly begin to remember all that love we hold. You know, do you know what love is today? Can you actually, it's hard to put into words. Truly, it's in the feeling and the effervescence. So as you hold this beautiful gift in a glass heart with a pink rose that's very much alive, that's encased within it, it will never die. Yes, there's just so much it means. So much for you to unfold and to discover about you. Many blessings, Marta. All right. I can only go to 11:30 today if there's that many people. So just to let you know, Marta, that was beautiful. Thank you for having that shared on our group consciousness. Good morning, Zahima. You may have an angel reading. Very good. Yes, I'm remembering Mondays. Let's let that energy go. Om Hari Hete, 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 Om. Work to do. Blessings, Sahima. Thank you, Genti. Thank you, Zahima. That was powerful. Okay, Scarborough says that was spot on. Suzanne says thank you. Claire. Yes, Barbara, I'm going to agree with you. They're quite expansive. Wow, 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 and wow. So, Claire, fasten your seatbelt. Who knows where we're going? Yes. Oh. There's an angel that comes, and she has quite a big thing she's trying to pull down here to my ledge. And her color is platinum. And you know what she's bringing you, Claire, is a closet. So, a closet. It's a closet of movement through time. So, our task is to get it from here to where you are, to be receptive. Some of the other angels are coming to help. Now, first let it be said, this must not be taken lightly. And you never travel anywhere without your higher self. It is a statement that is always made in my work. You never travel alone. Ever, 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 ever. For you must have one who is in the divinity to know how to get you home. Worst case scenario. So that eliminated, that trauma let go. There is a curious part of you that wants to see more, know more. But let me explain one thing. You must take it from a serious place within yourself. For that movement of one that is out of sync with the whole creates a channel of shift that changes everything. So when you move through time, if you choose, be aware it's for more than you and will touch more than you. Excuse me, one moment. So this gift is a choice. A choice whether you do or you don't. Is it for you or is it not? This is a choice from long, long ago. And it isn't for me to reveal what you chose then. You know. So it's almost like you've requested for this opportunity to come to that scientist piece inside of you. So while it has come for you, the gift of travel does not go to everybody here, for not everybody is prepared. But you must decide, are you? For me, I would say, I would only travel if God were with me. And of course, through your higher self, that is an essence of God. But I mean the big guy. But that's me. Yes, I remember I'm being told it isn't for me to influence you on what you do. This is a gift, a profound gift. Claire, a very profound gift. You will have to let us know what your decision was. So, do I think it's real? I believe in my clarity and I say it is real. And it is choice for you. No mistakes. Blessings. All right. Barbara says, well, the messages sound expansive, layers upon layers of understanding. Thank you to me. You're welcome. From me. All right, Marby. That's a good name. TheoSophia. TheoSophia. You certainly can, Marby. Let's see how many. It's been 15 for a while. A lot of Marby. Oh, I see now if I get just too far. All right, Marby, here we go. So it's interesting. I'm seeing choices of what to choose to come for you today. I don't know if I've ever had this happen in such a way. So, I don't know. But I'm going to ask your consciousness to let four of them go. So the one that is left I know was for you and most important to the moment where you're living now. Ah, fine. So now I have an angel before me, and she carries and has maneuvered down here a very tall box, taller than you, which is white with a yellow ribbon that crosses right in the middle. It's about 12 inches wide. And if you're thinking statue, I think, yes, you're right. So let's get that up and over here for you. And who is it the statue of? Who is your most favorite being of light? Who would you love to have a floor to above you experience? Well, I have now heard the name numerous times, and it is one of Kuan Yin, pouring the miracle of light for the healing. And I get a burst of sound inside my head. Hashananahipe Dapo. Perhaps you can begin to hear the water trickle out of her vase. We had this lesson earlier. Perhaps you can now bring it to this standing statue of beautiful wood. It is a wooden statue. They hold more of the energy than those that are of metal. But I actually see the water moving through the vase. How powerful is that? And it's done in a blessing intention. So you will be able to touch and place it upon your heart and your third eye and over your hands every day. And there is no why. There is understanding the truth of you and that the gift you bring is beyond what you knew. So times are here, to reminders are coming, and they're saying, hello, it's time for you to become. All right. Marby, what a beautiful gift. What a beautiful message. Many blessings to you. All right, Jacqueline. Well, you're welcome. I don't see you ask for a message. We'll see. Chase is saying hi to Marby. Blessings to you, Chase. Real life breathing, illuminations and sparkles. Michelle Blakely, good morning. Peace and light to you too, my dear. Rita, woo-wee. She could feel all that stuff swirling around this morning. So the messages help direct herself through it. Excellent. Michelle Blakely says, a never Dying rose, beautiful. Yeah, it was quite beautiful, right? Sahima, such powerful angel messages today. Thank you. Thank you to you. And Libra lady, hello, any message for me? I took one of my cats, Mama Kitty. Okay, let's just see. Maybe with her teeth fixed, she'll be able to eat better. You'd be surprised how much that affects cats, dogs, and horses. That when the teeth aren't working, uh, it just can't be brought into the body. So we'll send her beautiful healing energy. And her other area I want to send energy to is to her kidney urine tract, along with her dental. All right, so Libra lady, let's see what we see. All right, I see an angel come down the steps here to greet me. And her color is of pink, and the further out the wings go, the whiter they get. But she brings a blue kerchief for you, and I believe it's from another time, but it is to wipe your tears. For believe it or not, the journey, when you really go upon it, is tearful. It releases many held illusions deep inside yourself, so they are bringing you a loving kerchief to have to let the tears roll, to let them come about, and to dab each one with a loving kerchief and letting it go. Welcome to tears, everybody. Let the tears flow. And she brought it in like a flat box, about an inch tall. It was red with a white bow. Many blessings to you, Libra lady. I hope you come back. And Michelle. There certainly is a message for you today. Thank you, Marby. All right, for Michelle, show me. There is rustling happening in the opening here where many are. Oh, it is a master that comes. It is Lantos. I don't believe he's come for messages before. He is Ray2 Chohan Yatabakyetashu, which is yellow, which is about illumination and a clearer perception. Yes, it is known to be the ray of teachers. Yes, Vatasha, yellow. And he is like an oriental teacher. Yes. In the beginning, when I first saw him years ago, he would always carry a red rose. Yes, formal red rose. So here he is. And we can say he brings you a red rose. He wants you to Hone your gifts. Clear what does not allow you to be willing to see. Clear what is frightening about becoming to be. Change your shoes. Walk anew. Let the path of blossoms fall all around you. It's an awakening time that's here for you. Awaken, awaken, awaken to the yellow brick road. Blessings. Well, how is about that? I think we've reached our end. Thank you for coming also, Marby and Michelle and everyone. I hope you have enjoyed today. My goodness. I will have to go back and watch myself to even conceive of all that came. How powerful is it that as we keep opening this doorway, so much comes to help you heal. You know, that is what I do, is healing and teaching it, but it's quite enjoyable to see how it comes and weaves itself in through the messages in a very loving way to those who may not be open to it otherwise. So, Michelle has great gratitude. Thank you. So, now I have sessions to do. So, I must be heading that way. And great love to you for the weekend. And remember, Monday night is free. We do it on Zoom. And everyone's welcome. You're welcome, Suzanne. I hope you have a great weekend. And my code for Zoom is 495-402-3966. And the password is love. And we welcome everyone. I do it on Zoom so we can talk and see each other and share, and we do healing. And it's becoming very powerful. So I'm back now. Monday night, I'll be there. So I can't wait to see who of you may show up, whom I haven't met one-on-one. That's what the great thing is about it. And we all become a beautiful community of sharing. So otherwise, I'll be back Tuesday at 11 with more of these beautiful messages. And I hope you let them touch your heart and make changes. Thank you, Zahima. Yeah, just keep thinking that a never dying rose. What does the rose mean? Perhaps only I know. Or perhaps you know too. Who knows? Thank you, Marby. All right. Enough is enough. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Many blessings.